Hi everyone, welcome to Retail ME TV. Today I have with me Latesh, who is the CEO of Threads ME. We are here to talk more about his journey as a leader in the retail industry and how he is seeing the brand grow in this category and sector. So Latesh, to start with, let's talk about your key learnings as a leader in the retail industry. For so many years, you have worked closely with so many mature brands. So I'm sure there's lots.
I think everyone at this, when you get to a certain position, you've done the rough, you've done the hard work, you've done the running around. I think there's few aspects that really stand out. My first aspect has always been keep very close to your customers on the ground. I think listening to your customers is paramount. Only when you know what they want, then you can actually do what they want and achieve that. Secondly, things which your team. Very important to foster and harbor a very strong work culture, all about how the team performs, how it is, and how you can actually drive the individuals to that extra level of doing something different. I think you got to have the people, the product, and the strategy in place. I think it's very important. Once you have those three, everything else just falls into place. Though that's my learning at least.
Amazing. So keeping these learnings in place, how are you changing things around for Threads? Because Threads work in a very niche category. There's a lot of different customer base that you have to cater to as compared to conventional retail. So how are you putting things together here?
I think Threads is in a very fortunate place. If you pick up any of my past businesses where we were in retail, we always had to fight for the footfall, marketing, spending hundreds and thousands. I think we've got a very good position that we're in, that we have a constant footfall every year. The only problem is that it's seasonal. So when schools are opening and reopening, that's when we pick up. I think what I've done now and what I'm doing now with the team is we've realigned ourselves to say we no longer want to be just a sort of a uniform center. We want to be the number one back-to-school destination in the world. So starting off with the UAE, we're now opening in Qatar, we're opening in Oman, we're looking at Saudi. So we're eyeing everywhere we can. We've also gone international. We're looking at international projects where we are now quoting and bidding for, and we've got some. So I think the approach is changing. The team mindset has changed from being a uniform business to a 365 retailer. This August coming, I think parents are in for a wonderful surprise. When they visit the stores, they're going to find everything under the roof. They're not going to just go in for a uniform and then go somewhere else. I think they're going to be able to take everything. So that's one of the main key things that we're doing in the business. We've also stepped out and we're sourcing more ethically now. There's a lot of talk with the youngsters, especially not the Gen Z, even younger than that, who are coming to us and saying, oh, where is this made? I mean, we're getting questions like, where is my shirt made? Where is my jumper made? And how is it made? And how many people were used to this? So we're getting a lot of these type of questions. And I think we're addressing them in the right way. My visit to China recently, we were actually in the fields seeing how the cotton is coming up, what sort of environmental issues are happening, how they're dealing. And there's a lot going on in that aspect.
So you're basically strengthening your backbone with the right framework and putting everything together. But what about the pricing factor? Because this is a very sensitive category. You have to maintain the price all year round in a certain level, and obviously, as you mentioned, this is seasonal also. So you have to maintain the business profitability also. So how do you go about that?
That's the main rux, right? You said a year. It's not. We don't have to maintain the prices a year. It's every 3 years, and we are very controlled by our pricing with KHDA and the government bodies that we can't just put up prices, which is okay with us because what we do is it gives us the drive to get our team to work harder. We procure better at a better price. We have great relationships with our suppliers, and they understand what we are doing. And I think we have a lot of synergy with them in delivering the best product at the best price for the parents. Because think about it, I think today the students and the children wear our clothes more than they wear anything else. I mean, my child spends 7 hours a day in the uniform, right? So it has to be comfortable, easy washing for the mums and dads. It's got to be easy washable, easy wearable, easy ironable, easy to use, right? And long lasting. So everything plays a really important part.
What about loyalty? Does it really matter in your category? Are you giving rewards and benefits to the customers?
This year we've started a rewards program. We're actually just digitizing the whole process. We are combining and we're actually trying to get where you can burn points from us to other places and do a joint venture with them, which will allow parents to use this probably in play areas and different segments in the market, cafes, play areas. And loyalty is important. I think, look, we tie up with schools and so they have to come to us and buy this. But I tell you what, we have a lot of parents who sometimes are unhappy on certain things, and we have to go out of the way and make sure that we please our customer, because we're all very customer focused. I'm very customer centric. I want my team to know every little thing about the customer. If they're unhappy, why, what happened, and what did we do to solve the problem? And that's retail for you, right?
Correct, absolutely. And when it comes to in-store experiences, how are you putting in the right technology, right staff, and right processes in place so that the process is very seamless?
So we have, that's somewhere where we had a lot of learning to do. We've taken a lot of feedback for the parents. I mean, yesterday we did a walk on the ground with parents and some of our IT teams to see how we can improve that journey, right? It's not easy when you go to the stores, and we handle nearly 1,000 students a day at the peak in every store. So that's nearly 10,000 students a day walking in through us, and they don't come alone. They come with parents, they come with mums, dads, brothers, and it becomes very cumbersome. So I think the new digitized process, which we're looking at implementing soon, that will really ease the traffic. We're also looking at adding more counters, as in self-checkouts, where people don't have to wait in the long queues, they can actually go and do it themselves. And we're also introducing a couple of new ideas which will allow them and make it far easier for deliveries to happen online. We're bringing in all that technology into the system.
Amazing. But you mentioned that marketing for you is not so much of an importance because already Threads is in a sweet spot in the market. But still, in today's generation, marketing drives retail. So how are you going to invest in this part of the business?
Question, we've signed up with a new agency. It's a $250,000 product, and we've signed up with them just to change our marketing. We actually are going to town on marketing. We are rebranding our buses. We're rebranding our delivery vans, our stores, our bags. We're doing it all. I think marketing is very important. No matter how sweet your spot is, you still need to be in front of the customer, talking to them, working with them. And also remember, we go out and we bid. We bid to a lot of schools to try and get their business, right? So they need to know who we are. And no one gives you anything. When it comes to children, it's a very tough business. And parents, principals, schools, the government bodies, everyone is involved in what happens. So we really have to work hard to remain number one. It really is a tough spot.
Correct. But how do you eye competition?
See, I didn't know before I joined the business, there's about 500 schools in the UAE alone. We only have 85 to 90 of them. A lot of them do go out to individual vendors. There are some very good competition in the market, and we work very closely with our competition. And we believe, I personally have never undercut anyone or anything. I've actually always said, this is our product, this is our price, and this is how we do it. And we hope that the customer coming to us understands the value we add to their business. What we give them in return is a very thorough, read out process, somewhere where they don't have to worry about stocks, they don't have to worry about selling the product, they don't have to do anything. They just have to agree with us, and we do all the hard work for them.
Correct. So lastly, as a leader who is at the forefront of growth for Threads, what's next? What are you planning for the brand in a list of priority top 3 things that you will do probably in the next 2 years?
Introduce the retail 365 model. So from just a seasonality business, an all year round business in retail, international experience and exposure that we're growing into, new markets. And something that's close to my heart is my team, how I can grow them, how I can get them to change their standards, expect higher, work harder in terms of, and learn more. I think it's very important to keep up with the new AI and digital world, and this is where I want my team to be.
Amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today. All the best with the growth story, and we'll be in touch to know more. So thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.